Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today I'll be demonstrating how to create this fondant ruffle filled with flowers. You can work with a fondant cake base, but I'm going to work with just a white buttercream base instead. This is a 4-inch that has been filled and crumb coated with buttercream. I'm going over the top with my final layer of frosting in white buttercream. I like to start at the top, work my way to the sides, fill in any pockets as I smooth it out, and then dragging that top lip towards the middle. Refrigerate your cake in the meantime for at least half an hour, and then work on your fondant. I'm rolling it out with cornstarch on my workbench, just to make sure that my fondant doesn't stick. Cut it into a square, and then create panels that are about 5 or so centimeters by 20 centimeters. Here I've got a little tool that I use for creating ruffles. I'll find the name for it and pop it in the description box. That's just a foam pad that I've got, and I'm rolling back and forth against the edge there to create the ruffle. I ended up using about 8, I believe. You want to stick it to your now set frosting with a little bit of water. Try to shape it kind of like a rainbow, so it starts low, it peaks in the middle, and then it drags back down. Overlap them where one begins and one ends. You can add a bit of water so that it sticks together. Then I just cut off where I felt like there was a little bit too much overhang. Apply a little bit of water onto the base of that fondant. Fondant sticks to fondant really well, so you do want to also apply water there too. Leave about 3/4 of an inch from the top and just kind of layer it, following that rainbow sort of arc. You can make them a little bit longer if you need to, and then just trim off the excess. Totally up to you. Making sure to stick those together as you go, and then undo those pleats a little, so pull them away from the cake just to make the ruffle a little bit more exaggerated. As you reach the bottom, you'll find that you have to plant the fondant on the cake board to keep that pattern as symmetrical as possible. This will continue through till the very last panel. So you'll see here, there's a lot of overhang that's just straight up on the cake board. And that's perfectly normal. We'll just keep cutting that away and trying our best to keep consistency in our pattern and overlap. For the very last panel, I've cut it down to about 3 or so centimeters because I know for sure that I'm not going to use that overhang. And this is going to make a very tiny little rainbow arc that barely reaches the front and the back of where our panels start. Carefully trim off the excess, being mindful that this will now be what we see at the bottom of the cake, so you want to make sure it's nice and neat. Use the end of your brush to help wisp out those ruffles, and now you're ready for the decorations. I've chosen to use Viola flowers, which are edible. Make sure you buy the organic variety and you wash them first. You can also find these at gourmet grocers. They have like packets of edible flowers that are all ready to go. And I'm piping in a little bit of buttercream to stick them on, accompanied by little gold drickies and then some of those leaves just for an extra pop of color. And that's it. That's how you make a fun fondant ruffle on buttercream decorated with fresh flowers and drickies. I hope you guys enjoy this cake decorating tutorial and give this design a go. If you do, I would love to check it out. #Rosie's Dessert Spot so I can see it. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one.